What's going on, guys? JPS back for another video, and today we're going to be reacting to asking Brits if they'd go to the USA World Cup. So if you don't already know this, we are hosting the World Cup next summer. A lot of different large US cities are going to have games. I may actually go to a game, potentially in New York City, or at least in the area to see some games. But I want to know in the comments, would you guys show up for the World Cup? I know in the past, I believe the World Cup was hosted in Saudi Arabia. It's been hosted in Brazil. I remember that quite some time ago. That was very fun to watch. People travel from all over the world to watch the World Cup. And this is a different video from one of the more recent ones I did from Politics Joe, which was asking Brits if they'd move to America. Moving is quite extreme. Like, that's your whole life. Visiting for a World Cup, it's a bit more mild, you know. So let me know, would you guys visit the USA to watch the World Cup or just go on holiday in general? Should get some different interviewees and answers in this one. That's what I'm hoping for. Thank you guys so much for the feedback on all the recent videos. There were a lot of people who made good points on a video asking Brits if they'd move to America, talking about rights that you would forfeit if you moved to America. So I appreciate the comments, guys. And let's get right into this. Here we go.
No, gun violence, not with it. Say the wrong thing, you get shot.
The tensions are just too high with everything going on, and I'd stay out of it personally.
Can't let something like recent events put you off.
It's just scaremongering, isn't it? We should just crack on.
I'd feel safer in Canada, I suppose, yeah.
If Saudi Arabia and Russia can host it, I don't see why America can't.
Would you feel safe going to watch England?
That is a good point. That is a good point. If Saudi Arabia and Russia can host it, I mean, it's not. That wasn't the question, though. It's like, would you go though? I guess he would. There's some different answers here. And when in the past video talking about if Brits would move to America, a lot of you guys in the comments are saying the people who were pro-America are saying that they would enjoy it, are mad, or that they've been living under a rock.
I don't see why America can't.
Would you feel safe going to watch England at the World Cup in the summer?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Where is it? I've forgotten.
It's in the US.
Ha!
No chance.
Why?
I just think the climate is just really quite toxic at the moment.
No, because I am transgender.
Maybe. Given what happened yesterday, or what was it, 2 days ago? Yeah, maybe not.
What's going on with women's rights in particular, ICE, how that's looking, I don't think I would.
I would feel safe, but I wouldn't go.
Yeah, I would feel safe, probably, yeah.
100%, yeah.
Yeah?
I've just come back from America and I thought it was a relatively friendly place to be.
Yeah.
People are genuinely friendly.
Yeah.
And football, I mean, the atmosphere might be a little bit more on edge, but you can't let something like recent events put you off going to something so, like, as a massive football fan, something so important as a World Cup. No.
Why?
It's a good point. Yeah, it's a good. I don't know.
I don't know. It's too. I feel like the rule. I'd probably get. I don't know. I'd be kicked out.
Yeah.
What's that?
I mean, I wouldn't go with the rules. I wouldn't last a minute over there. I don't think.
They don't have any problems with me. I hope not.
Yeah.
I'd go 100%.
I don't think it's a very safe place to be right now. There's a lot going on politically, and I feel like as a woman, I wouldn't feel that safe.
Nah, no way. I'll stay away from America for now. Absolutely, no way, no way.
You concerned about like political tensions in America and going there for a major event?
No, I think I'll just stay out of it.
Yeah.
And, stay here.
Not there, definitely not. I think, you know, our age group. So it's a place I'd like to visit in the future, but I think at the moment the tensions are just too high with everything going on, and I'd stay out of it personally.
Yeah, I would.
Why?
I just think it's just scaremongering, isn't it? You know, that's what they want, and you know, we should just crack on.
If they're hosting it, they need to make sure that they've like...
Scaremonger, that's a new word. Thought it was fear-mongering. Same thing though, right? It's like two different types of people. And not all these people are mental. And in the comments, I already can hear people writing that, well, they're men, they're white men, so they're fine, they're safe. Which that of course that is true, but man, and also you guys are telling me that I'm like trying to cope with this, or I'm in denial about my country. I'm not in denial about anything. I know what's going on is terrible. It's been going on for years. A lot of these things are really not new. Like they've been going on, and history continues to repeat itself. But I think that things are better than they look on the media, that they're portrayed on the media, living here and being out in public. Like, obviously the ICE thing is crazy. Like, people getting picked off the street. Well, I don't know what to say, but like, no one here knows what to do about that. That's just, it really feels like it's out of our control. And it is out of our control right now. I mean, you guys will say, well, vote, 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 but we can't vote right now, you know? It's a shame.
Yeah, I would. I just think it's just scaremongering, isn't it? You know, that's what
this.
If they make sure that they need to make sure that they've precautioned enough for people to still feel safe to go.
No. Gun violence, not with it. Say the wrong thing, you get shot. I'm a mouthy piece, so if I say anything wrong, I'll get gunned down. I'm not.
And the gun violence, that is also a very good point. Like, the fact, I have talked about this before, the fact that if there is a conflict or when you're out in public, it's always in the back of your mind that someone else could have a gun. I'm 100% against guns, and I think that's very unfortunate. And for people who don't have that worry, because in the UK, maybe if you're in London, you have to worry about getting shanked at the worst. Not many people have guns. So I really can see, like, I see where you guys are coming from. Like, that would put me off traveling as well. So I think the media has definitely made things worse. I know things are terrible, like, truthfully, but I think they're blown out of proportion to another level with a lot of international news. But, you know, the fact that these things are true is also a shame. So there's two sides to it. But the truth is, regardless of which side you're on, it sucks. It sucks for visitors, sucks for people living here that things like this are happening. And they're going to be happening next summer for sure. Things get crazy in the summer in the United States. It gets hot over here, not in terms of just temperature.
Yeah, the gun law is just ridiculous. That's absolutely fucking stupid.
We heard this guy before. Some of these interviews are reused, and then some of them are new.
No, I think it's crazy.
If there's legislations in place that prevents people from using them freely, even though they're allowed to carry them freely, then yeah, I'd feel safe.
I'm not particularly interested in going to the US at all at the moment, so maybe not.
In this World Cup, well, it's all changed since someone's taken over there, but I suppose, yeah, I would feel safe, yeah.
I wouldn't go there anyway. It's too far for football. Can't be asked.
If I don't like someone who's like ruling the country, why should I even go there?
Nah. Politically, even in this country, things are on a bit of a knife edge.
Yeah.
America is just America. Gun laws are gun laws. I feel like isolated events like that, they could potentially happen at a major event like the World Cup, but like I say, I wouldn't let it deter me from going to watch England in a World Cup.
Has the events of this week had any effect into that?
No, it was even before then. I was, I mean, it just reinforces it.
It would be on my mind.
Yeah,
I'd be thinking about it when I was there, but it wouldn't stop me or anything like that.
I wouldn't be scared to, because I don't think it will be aimed at me.
I mean, no, only because I think after that, the security is going to be ramped up so much, and to get a sniper or whatever you're suggesting, or a gun into a stadium that's like one of the, I mean, they're probably, I don't know what stadiums they're playing at, but probably the big ones, like NFL stadiums. To get a gun into there is going to be quite difficult, and like your only other way of then shooting someone is from a helicopter.
Probably. That's kind of a good point, especially if you're in the nosebleeds. I'm really liking these answers. I think that the last video I reacted to, if you haven't watched it already, asking Brits to move to the United States is a much more extreme question. And I definitely see where you guys are coming from a lot more at this point. And I'm not just saying that because more people are like, oh yeah, I would visit. I wouldn't feel that unsafe. I understand where everyone's coming from. The people who say they wouldn't visit, I get it. The people who say they would, I see that as well, because I'm here and it is safe to go to major events. There's always going to be risk involved with anything. It's unfortunate that there are gun risks, but that's literally what our country is founded on. Second Amendment. Nuts.
You probably would be a bit more hesitant, but like, I don't think it would stop me going.
Yeah. What would stop you going?
Island
qualifying would be a good start.
if we had a reason to go over there now, I might go over.
Will you be going to America?
I'd love to. I'd love to. I've just recently come back, like I say, and that's given me like a proper taste of like, I like the country. I kind of like the culture. Yeah. Everyone's talkative. Everyone's interested to to speak to you. So yeah, I'd love to. It depends where England are based though. Yeah. If they're maybe they could even be in Mexico or Canada.
I'd feel safer in Canada, I suppose. Yeah. But I'd be happy in America. Yeah. I don't think I'd be venturing down to Mexico. Yeah.
I like the idea of Canada. I'd go Canada. Mexico I've been to, and I would go back. But America, nah, not for me.
I wouldn't feel safer in Mexico. No way. So I wouldn't feel safer in Mexico. No. Canada, I'd feel safer than America. Yeah. Probably, for sure. More the after thing. Outside of the game, I think I'd probably feel more unsafe in America than actually in the stadium watching the game.
Canada for sure. Yeah, it's just got a better reputation for being a pretty chilling place, hasn't it? Yeah. And Mexico.
Canada is so chill. I've been to quite a few, not quite a few, but Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver, Quebec City. Very chill people. I love Canada as a country, but I don't think they love us too much right now. Understandably so.
Oh, yes, sweet. Yeah. Looks cool. Never been. Would love to go.
Yeah, but the US is
just dead to me.
With these calls to strip them of the World Cup, you would disagree with that?
Yeah, I would. It's two completely unrelated matters. Yeah. You know, if you sometimes hear about a bombing in London, but you wouldn't want to strip them of something they host. You know, it's just because it's something that happened there, it doesn't mean they shouldn't be able to have the right to do something else. Yeah. Something like the World Cup as well.
I haven't really considered America to be somewhere dangerous enough for me to say, I'm not going to go to the World Cup.
Didn't Saudi Arabia host the World Cup?
So, Qatar hosted the last one, and then Russia held the one before that.
I feel like if Saudi Arabia and Russia can host it, I don't see why America can't.
It was held in Qatar last time, and I think, debatably, there are countries that it should have been moved from in the past that maybe it wasn't. So I think America, it should say.
Yeah, they haven't got a great track record of picking sensible places, have they?
I went to the World Cup in Russia, and that was like quite an eye-opening experience. The way we went in was got a taxi from like the Polish border and drove into Kaliningrad, which is like a little annex of Russia. And again, the people are just friendly and accommodating. You'll sit down in a random bar and speaking to like 3 Colombians there and 3 Uruguayans there, and everyone's just friendly. We're all following the same sport that we love. So, I mean, with your previous question, Russia, Qatar, US, I wouldn't mind if the World Cup locations got diversified a little bit.
It's the World Cup. You shouldn't.
This guy was very smart and actually has experience traveling to these places. Russia, not very safe. I mean, if you pay attention to the news, you're not going to step outside into these places. But when you actually go there, the people are different from the governments. And I think the same is the case in the United States. Like, we, the people, are not fans of what is happening right now. I don't really know who is. It's just mental what's going on. But when you're actually engaging with the community and normal citizens, you'll see that it is not like what the news points it out to be. And the same is the case for Russia based off of his experience.
Not be allowed to because of previous things that have happened in the country.
No. I think as long as they're taking the right measures to make it safe for everybody, there's no problem. But then again, whether they do take the right measures is a different story altogether.
You're taking part in the World Cup. You should be allowed to host the World Cup.
It's too late now. You'd have to stay there. Yeah, just for commercial-wise, it has to stay there now, doesn't it?
If they were going to move the World Cup, where should they move it to?
Oh, Saudi.
Back here. I think back here again.
Time.
Yeah, bring it back.
The redheads were trolling the whole time. Good video though. I did enjoy the answers. Definitely a bit more diversity in the answers compared to the last Politics Joe video we reacted to. And always nice to hear the British opinions. Again, thank you guys so much for sharing your opinions in the comments. I do understand where you guys are coming from. I don't want anyone to think that I'm ignorant or in denial. There were a lot of people saying those types of things. I'm very much aware of what's going on in the United States. I'm just trying to provide a different perspective based off of living here. I know there's a lot of bad things going on and I'm in a good position, but I think things would be a bit different than people imagine if they did come over here. But I understand why you guys aren't going to come over here. So it's a shameful situation, guys. I do hope that in the future we will have a different leader and the United States will be able to mitigate some of these risks and just really backwards policies and stances on critical things to be more accommodating for humans and allow for a happier, more cohesive life for not only our citizens but also visitors, that puts people before money, because right now it's pretty obvious that money is coming first and people secondary, and it's just a shame. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.